Smite Coaching, no Johns. Where today I am joined, as always, with John. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I
Okay,
didn't
cool.
know if you're going to continue
No,
on with that.
that was a cue for you to say something.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
hello, audience.
you ever watch a show, John?
Yeah,
Anyway,
I'm just a bad guest.
yeah. Today we're talking about Thor, farming, and generally not being a bitch. Which was something you did struggle a bit with on the Heimdall guide. You seem to lack a bit of confidence, John. Uh, any ideas why?
I feel like I'm not a very strong, volatile player yet,
Hmm.
so I feel like I get clapped easily.
Well, we're gonna try and break that today. So we are going to start off like we did last time with a 1v1.
Okay.
Obviously, we're gonna both go Thor.
Okay. I have
With
no idea how to build Thor at all.
Yeah, this time we're gonna amp it up though. Level 10, 10,000 gold.
Holy shit. Okay.
First to 3 kills or first to take the tower wins.
Got it. Well, this is going to be interesting.
Now, have you played Thor once?
Yes, I've played Thor before.
Okay, good.
So I have some.
I realized
idea.
I didn't ask that before we set this up, and I feel like that's important to establish that you have indeed played Thor once.
Yeah. I played him a few times, so.
Okay, cool. So you have a base overview of what his abilities do.
Oh, dude, you have such a cool skin.
I know, it's a tier 5. Meaning it transforms.
Ooh. Excuse me.
Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and get one of these. Yeah, I don't actually play a ton of Thor, so I did have to go back and do some reference stuff to make sure that I
Oh shit! I forgot that you do that.
Hey, John.
Before this game starts, I just want to make a
Oh, you popped ages.
Nope, that was a Bloodforge proc. See that you do not have Bloodforge. You have a very tanky build there. You are basically playing tank fucking Thor at this point.
Yeah.
Huh. I actually fucked up there super bad because I fucking missed like everything after I hit you with the dunk. But I still managed to pull through.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
What, do you want some of this, huh? You want some of this? You gotta dive me for it. Fuck.
You should probably stick to a
You know what? I should have dodged the double tap. I fucked up there. Alright, we're 1-1.
So the apprentice
This is...
becomes the teacher.
Sure, if you say so. This is better than you were doing in Heimdall. That's for sure. But I know Heimdall more. God, I cannot believe you bought 2 fucking shoots and a fucking Blackthorn. I'm gonna have to do so much damage to kill your dumbass.
Your middle tower.
That's right.
Oh, there's your Aegis down. you thought better of it.
No! You son of a bitch! No!
My mother was a saint!
Ugh.
Damn.
Ugh.
That was easy.
Oh, fuck you.
No thanks, John. You're not that attractive. One more. What's it gonna be, John? You're gonna be able to stop me in my rampage? My tier 5 says otherwise. The law of Smite is the one with the best skin wins.
Ho ho! Skins equal wins.
Actually, no, I want this instead. And we're just gonna do this, fuck it. Charged Morningstar, huh?
That's right.
Interesting pickup.
Yep, saw that coming.
God, you're so fucking tanky. That would have killed you if you didn't have all that shit.
No, man!
What do you mean no back, you fucking lazy backing asshole? Don't just stand there in front of me. They're gonna let you get away with that shit? Fuck you. I don't mind taking a tower shot. I've got a chalice of healing. But you fucked up there because now if I really wanted to, I could take your tower and end the game here.
But you don't want to.
No. But still.
Yeah, my tower is like one shot. Oh fuck.
How you like that damage, John? Feels good?
It hurts.
Hey. Okay, I didn't even need to beat that. You fucking missed.
That's right. You didn't expect that, did you?
You know what? Fair enough. I didn't expect it. You know what? We did that at the same time, so I call bullshit on that.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Run! No! You son of a bitch! No! Get away from me! Yes!
If you had hit me once, you could have got credit for that kill, John.
I don't care. You're
You,
still talking.
you are being a pussy.
Oh fuck, that was intense for me.
If I'm gonna dive you that hard, John, be ready to retaliate. And I don't know why why the fuck you bought Guardian's Blessing after what we talked about last time. You don't need a blessing. We have 10,000 gold, and we're not even going to the Titans. Why did you think you would need that?
I wanted blessing. Obviously, it's helping.
Yeah, because you built so much fucking health. I literally can't one shot you.
Fuck you.
You're not doing 380 damage in auto attacks, that's for sure. You lost a game.
Now you mother. I hate you.
And you lost the game twice.
Whatever. All right. Boom.
Alright, so already there were some problems, but it does appear that you do at least understand how the abilities should combo together. But they can use some refinement.
Yes.
You've got a baseline understanding, which is good. That means I don't have to drill too much into you. And now we're going into the we are going into the jungle.
The jungle.
If you weren't gonna, I was. Easy joke is easy.
You're in for a
Now go ahead and just pick one of the more basic skins. That way you don't get too distracted. I know it'll be tempting to pick like really cool skins, but like you know.
Oh.
Because remember, in practice, you can pick whatever you want. If you want to look at skins, you can do it on your own time. Just pick a simple skin.
Thor.
Okay.
Freya.
Well, not what I meant, but all right. I actually have that one. I think it looks pretty cool. It reminds me of a World of Warcraft character.
It is pretty neat.
So, like with Heimdall, I have went through and done some testing and figured out some builds that are pretty optimal.
Giant fools wants to
But I think first we're gonna just go ahead and start with the leveling order. So,
have spawned.
Thor's old leveling path used to be 1 3 2 4, but now it's 4 1 3 2. Because now his ultimate, if you've noticed, which you probably haven't because you probably weren't here for the old Thor, he actually does lightning damage on when he comes down with his hammer. He didn't used to do that. It used to just be the damage and stun. So now because of that bonus damage and the fact it can arc off to people near him, you level the ultimate. Because anytime it gives you more than one source of damage, it's worth leveling. Plus it does reduce the cooldown. So, let's talk about the abilities one by one. Just set to level 20 real quick.
Oh, you want to set it to level 20?
Yeah, just so that way we can have the abilities.
Okay.
So, the first ability is his hammer throw.
down the aisle.
It's pretty simple,
Okay.
right? It's pretty fucking easy to grasp. Hang on. Let me just go over here. There we go. So,
Okay.
really simple ability. It just comes up and back. And you've probably noticed that when it hits you backwards, it does more bonus damage than it did when you hit it in the front.
Yep. And you can also teleport to it.
Yes. And at any point, you can teleport it and go to its spot. At any point in it, you can teleport. So if you just want to mash it, you can get like there. His 2 is a wall that stuns if you're near it. The wall lasts for double the time that the stun does, so even when they come out of it, they still won't be able to walk in that path. So, very simple, but expert use of this ability can make the difference. For example, you can't walk through here now. But remember that this affects teammates as well, so careful where you place this kind of stuff. Third ability is his spin to win, the classic move. Spins around in a circle and then dealing one final auto attack in front of him. And of course, his final ability, Anvil of Dawn, is literally the fucking poster child for Smite. This was the thing that was in all the fucking trailers in early days, because this was what separated Smite from other MOBAs. The fact that you could go up in the air and crash back down. It was a pretty big deal at the time.
Never forget your first kill.
So, that's the basic overview of his abilities. None of them are particularly difficult to understand, but it's the exact usage of them that can trip you up, because there's a little bit of thinking you have to do if you want to do this efficiently. So now that we've talked about the abilities, let's go into the build. So, there's a lot that you can build, because Thor is a great canvas, I've noticed in all my years playing Smite. You can kind of just do whatever the fuck you want and still see success. He's kind of built for success. Like, with how much bonus damage he has in his kit, and like how much utility, he can basically do whatever the fuck you want. But, if you just want to win, and you want a build that will basically guarantee you to win, this can be that. This can be something that you can build like all the time, and so long as you play correctly, you really shouldn't see yourself failing. So, First item, we're going to rush Transcendence, just like on Heimdall, which means at level 1 you get tier 2 charged Morningstar, and then a few pots. We get this because we're going to be building every item that's in this tree, and Transcendence passive will make it so that way all that extra mana also becomes more power. So early stacking Transcendence is never a bad thing on God that you just want to fucking destroy with. Next up, obviously, Warrior Tabi. Thor is an ability-based character. While his auto attacks do swing, it's not the primary focus of your kit. Next up, Hydra's Lament. Now, you can actually switch Hydras for a Jotuns if you would rather have the more cooldown, because there's a 10% cooldown difference. A lot of people wouldn't go Hydra's third item because the bonus damage would be super low. But considering that Jotuns only gives you 40 power and Hydra's also gives you 40 power, I think that you can go Hydra's in this slot and still feel very effective. Next up after that, Bloodforge. Then you can go either Hydra's or Jotuns, whichever one you didn't go. And finally finish it up with Heartseeker, because you want Heartseeker on any god that you're spamming abilities with.
Oh, I picked Heartseeker last when we 1v1.
I actually picked it up before that because I had the gold for it. So, this is the build that will basically guarantee you to one-shot anyone you want. Well, not one-shot, but like, if you see a person,
Absolutely,
they're dead.
massive damage.
Yeah, and let me just go ahead and stack this item real quick. This brings you to almost 400 power, which is like the cap. So that means that basically you're going to be fucking swinging. And so, let me just show you what this build looks like on the fucking Neath bot. I don't know why you're on the minions. Of course you're good.
Stacks.
Oh, well, there's a thing that stacks all your thing up immediately.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it's called item stack.
Oh. Okay, let me see.
It's over here, John.
Okay, cool.
Now, I want you to watch this. I want you to watch what I do to this Neath. I didn't even need to use the 3 there, but I did. Literally, if you don't have beads up, you're just dead. Similar, but there were some key differences there. So, what you want to do with Thor is you want to auto attack cancel all of your abilities. Now, we talked about auto attack canceling briefly on Heim, but you can get away with not doing it on Heim and be fine, and to some extent you can do the same thing with Thor. But it does make a huge difference, especially on tankier enemies, because if you'll notice, this build actually does have a major glaring flaw. We are seriously lacking in any serious penetration. It doesn't matter on gods like the Neath bot, because most likely they won't be building defense anyway. But against tankier enemies, that extra couple hundred damage could make the difference between getting the kill and dropping it. So, what you want to do is, yeah, you won't be able to do that. You won't be able to kill him immediately with that. Or actually you might, because this guy doesn't have defense. But still, it will take you a lot longer to kill him. Okay, yeah, well he didn't have any defense, so my point still stands. Anyway, so before you do that again, let me explain to you what you're doing. When you ult, when you hit the ground, hold down your left click button. Keep holding it down, because then you will immediately do an auto attack the second you're able to. Yes, literally the second you're able to start auto attacking again, you will do an auto attack when you hit the ground. Now, you can do this with all your abilities. Your 1, auto attack. Your 2, auto attack. And your 3. How you auto attack cancel is you literally just have to keep holding the button down. So, try that again, but every time you cast an ability, auto attack once before the next one.
Fantastic, bro.
Nice. So I think you missed one there. Try it again.
Gotta wait for my ult to build.
Okay, John, come over here.
Trip down the
Oh,
aisle.
I thought you didn't have your cooldowns reduced for a second there. Okay, yeah, there you go. That was it. That was it. You can get at least an extra 1,000 damage off by doing that.
Speaking of killing sprees,
So yeah, it makes a huge difference, that auto attack cancel, especially against tankier enemies. Now come over here. Yeah. So we're gonna, just to show you. Don't step on that. I wish there was a better way to do this, but there's not. So 150 protections. That's what I would consider very average for a warrior in late game. Go ahead and do that same thing to Thor and watch the damage numbers. Or sorry, the Odin. Oh well, you teleported.
Shit.
But you saw what I meant, right? The damage numbers are so incredibly low. But granted, they're still high, but compared to the other bots, they're like cut in half. So that is the major weakness of this build, is that against tankier enemies, you're gonna have a harder time killing them.
So you
So
should
don't
probably
you-
bounce like DPS, like
Yeah, so you should focus on the mages, the assassins, and the hunters on the enemy team. You can go in on tankier enemies, but you'll really only ever want to do it if they're alone and already pretty low. Like, that way you can chase them around a bit and try and kill them. So, you always want to prioritize targets that you know you can one-shot. And be careful about ulting into... Okay, he's coming back. That was weird. Be careful about ulting into groups, because unless you're literally a god, you won't be able to hit all of them with both of your stuns. Like, it'll be easier to hit them with the ultimate stun, but after that, you're most likely only going to catch one of them with the two, especially if you want to capitalize on the damage from the 2-1 combo. So, you'll most likely want to attack isolated enemies where you can, or if you just want to do some poke, you can ult, auto attack 2, 3, and then 1 out. So you don't always have, use your 1 last if you think you won't. If you crash down and you're seeing that you're probably not going to be able to kill, don't bother using your 1 for damage. Just turn around and fuck off.
yeah, just get the hell out of there. Teleport
Or
out.
if you want to invest in a blink, which I think on all assassins you should, you can use blink to initiate. Now, I just realized I don't have any active... Oh, there it is. So, if you wanted to, you could go ahead and... blink 1, 2, 3, and that would save you from having to use your ultimate. Granted, you're going to be missing some damage because the ultimate is like a 3-second stun, but that's still another way to engage against your enemy. If you don't have to use the 1 to engage, it's better used for damage. And this build, if you notice, does have max cooldown reduction at 40%, so your hammer will come up pretty fast. I think by the time it returns to you, it'll only take 5 seconds. Of course, your cooldowns are fucked right now because you have the thing on, but yeah, it should take only about 5 seconds. Also, cheeky thing. I'm gonna tell you this just because it's technically tech, but try backing right now. Hit the B button. Oh, that should have stopped your back. Did they remove that? Try it again.
We're on the same team.
Well, it still shouldn't matter. Yeah, there you go. Stop your back. Okay, well now it did. I don't know why it's only doing it sometimes. But yeah, you can stop someone's back with this ability. I'm only telling you this because it's technically tech, but it'll just annoy your teammates, so try to refrain from doing it. And you can do this with all abilities that make walls in Smite. So, just know that that is a thing, in case you really want to troll someone for being a dickhead.
Gotcha.
But again, with great power comes great responsibility. So fucking don't do this to me, you dickhead.
Haha.
I swear to God, I will fucking rend you in half.
More like Austin.
Yeah. Now then, let's talk about an alternative to this build that I like. So, we are going to swap Jotun's Wrath in our build for Mail of Renewal. This is a personal preference of mine. This is something I very much like, but I didn't give it to you as the optimal build because technically it's probably not for what Thor wants to do. But I really like this item, and I can explain why. So, when you're fighting, you will probably take damage, right? You'd say.
Okay, yeah.
Mail of Renewal, when you get a kill or assist, will heal you for 15% of your maximum HP and mana.
Right.
Which means you'll heal for about 400. And in addition, when you get a kill, Bloodforge will proc, giving you a fucking big-ass shield. This is a great way to be way tankier and to keep yourself in a fight without having to back because you're at like half HP. If you can kill someone, you'll be pretty safe afterwards because not only will you heal a bunch, but you'll have that shield. This is a great sustainable kind of Thor. Now, the trade-off here is you do lose a bit of damage, and especially the cooldown. So, by selling the Jotun's Wrath, we lose 10 penetration, 150 mana, which is a bit of power as well because of our Transcendence, the 40 flat power, and only 10% CDR, because there's 10% on the mail. So, we do lose a lot of good stuff. But, what this gives you instead is a lot of survivability that you may want. 400 flat health is pretty fucking good. Now, you can also, if they don't have any tanks and they all have squishy characters and you're not worried about doing a lot of damage, you could also sell your Hydras or your Bloodforge, whatever you want, I guess, for a Blackthorn Hammer. I noticed you did have this one in the test build, which is good. Blackthorn Hammer is a really fucking strong item. You kind of, at this point in the game, you won't be getting a lot out of it because you've got the same kind of thing that my Baba Yaga build has, where you've got a fuck ton of mana and 100 MP5, so you'll never run out of mana. So you're not gonna make a ton of use out of it. Well, I guess that means you'll always have the plus 10 cooldown reduction on it, which actually I think that puts you back at 40, 10, 10, 10. And actually, yeah, that does put you back at 40. But still, this really does shoot your damage in the foot if you go both of these items, because you have to make a choice in your game. Do you want to kill things quicker or survive more shit? That's the choice you're gonna have to make.
The god is that we're playing against.
Exactly. I can give you builds that will work, but at the end of the day, you have to look at the enemy team and make real-time decisions about what items you want. There are always core items that you'll always want, and I do think that on Thor, core items include Transcendence, Bloodforge, and Heartseeker. I think the 3 of those items are pretty much guaranteed you want them in your build, but your other 2 items, or 3 if you're selling boots, are really gonna have to be dependent on what you're trying to do and who you're fighting against. So, if you want a baseline build, the build I've made here will do everything you want Thor to do and capitalize on him being an assassin and killing things quickly and getting out quickly. But you can always never be afraid to experiment. Never be afraid to do something weird and see what the results are. I like to spend a lot of time theory crafting some of this stuff. It's how I made my Baba Yaga build. Just because I want to see how far I can push it. And that will really make the difference in your games. If you're willing to take it a step up and to actually do some real-time testing. That's something that separates me. That is something that does separate like me from Austin. Because Austin isn't willing to put in any forethought. So while Austin's a very good technical player, his game knowledge is severely lacking. And that's not his fault, you know? Especially nowadays, he doesn't have the kind of time to dedicate to Smite. But that is something that he could do if he wanted to improve. As for relics, I think that Blink is a must-have on Assassins. Thor, you technically don't need it because of his 1 and his ultimate. But I still think Blink is a must on Assassins. Now then, if you want to be cheeky, I've got a suggestion for you. Sundering Spear. Do you know what that item does?
No.
So, at rank 1, this item will fire a bolt traveling 70 units, stopping on the first god hit. It will deal 15% of their current hit points as true damage. Now, that's pretty decent, especially on tankier characters, but it's not great for your relic slot. However, if you upgrade it for 500 gold, additionally to that, it will increase their damage taken by 20% for 5 seconds. This can help you burn tanks. It doesn't completely fix the problem of no pen, but it can help a lot. 20% increased damage on this kind of build is crazy. What that would also allow you to do is to spec into Mail Renewal or Blackthorn Hammer without fear of it hindering your damage.
Yeah, when I did the what's it called to him, it was pretty decent.
Yeah. And you can tell how long they have it on them because there'll be an animation on them. Pretty sure I lost most of that damage because I was caught in his freeze for a while, but yeah, the idea is with Sundering Spear, you can kill someone faster. Now, if you're wondering when to use it, I would use it right after you ult, before you hit your 2. You can sub out that 1 auto attack for your Sundering Spear and still be fine. And in fact, you still might be able to get the auto attack off if they don't have any CCR. Got him. So yeah, it's not something that I would call optimal, but it's fucking hilarious. And it's an option to you in case you wanted to be more aggressive. Obviously, it means that if you get caught, you're probably fucking dead because with this, you don't have beads or Aegis. But
Right.
It's pretty funny, if nothing else.
I mean,
So-
it could be used as a thing to replace your relic, like your you know what I mean?
Your ward?
Yeah, your ward. That's what it was.
Well, everyone replaces your fucking ward, John. That's not special. Like everyone at level 12 replaces the ward. So the point I'm trying to make here is you have to decide whether or not you want to be a bitch. You have to make that active choice. No one can make it for you. If you want to go full aggressive, then I think that the build I have right now, everything, this is like what I would want. I have Blink, Sundering Spear, Mail of Renewal to fucking heal myself up so I can keep fighting. And I think that this is everything I want. But again, you're gonna have to make the choice for yourself. Now, there's one last thing I can tell you about. You may or may not already know this, but when you throw your 1 out, you can drift it.
Yeah, you could turn it any way you want. Yeah.
Yeah, so just make sure you're aware of that. That if someone's trying to juke you and they're trying to move away, you can move with them and it will return to you. So just to make sure you can get the double tap off. Always pay attention to that. One more thing I want to talk about. Reset your level. We're gonna go to like level 6. Okay. So level 6, you got your ultimate up by 1. You got a point in all your abilities. If you can see on my stream, I have put 2 points into my 1 and 2 points into my 2 instead of 3 points into my 1. The reason I do this is that because with 1 extra point in your 1, you can guarantee the double tap. it means that they'll be stunned for long enough for you to get the double tap. So, he was stunned that entire time. I don't know if you saw that because you weren't paying attention.
I was looking at your stream. I was looking at what
Oh,
you
okay.
had down.
So, yeah. So, with 2 in your thing, okay. I don't know why that didn't work. It worked the first time. Okay, hang on.
World out there, and I'm the
So.
chef.
Yep. He was stunned the entire time and he couldn't get away from it.
You killed someone.
So, that's something to keep in mind. Putting 2 points in your 2 does make a big difference because it helps you to do poke and it can help confirm a kill. Because it will guarantee the double tap. So keep that in mind when you're leveling your abilities. You don't want to max you can max your 2 if you want, but it doesn't increase the lifetime of the wall, so it kind of doesn't matter. But you really, as long as you have 2 points in your 2, you are fine and you can go back to finishing off your 1 and then your 3. So keep that in mind. And with that, I think that's all the tech. I think that's all the tech I've got for you. I see you. All right. So, I think it's time to go into another match.
Let's go.
Because now I'm going to teach you about farming.
Oh. Hold on. I accidentally exited the whole, like, Smite.
God damn it, John.
Well, that sucked.
So, turn your smite back on.
Oh, working on it.
Yeah, just if next 5 minutes. How you doing, chat? Just kidding, I don't have a chat. But if I did, this would be where I would ask you how you're doing. And hey, if you want to be in chat, join us on Fridays where we do this. Smite Coaching. And talk to us and tell me how shit I am. Please, I encourage it.
Typically around 11:30 to 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern
yeah.
Standard Time.
Yeah, 12 p.m. EST. Thanks, John. I realize that time is important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, if you're curious, this is the God Builder I have for Thor down. If you were curious about it, I've got Erendite on there because Erendite's a neat item, but you don't really need it in Joust. But if you're ever playing a game mode that's not Joust, it might be pretty decent.
All right, I'm in. Invite me.
Okay.
God, this fun apocalypse skin is so ugly. Farming. Thor.
Yep.
Baba Yaga.
Gnarly Soda is our teammate.
Yeah, that's a bot.
Yeah, I know.
It's just making sure you knew. Okay, I'm glad we're not against the Discordia bot, because the Discordia bot is bullshit. They don't miss abilities, ever. Trust me, I fought bots enough to know that the Discordia bot is stupid and makes me upset.
They make our aim god.
Literally, the Ymir bot will do nothing all game, and the Discordia bot's like pentakilling on Joust.
Discordia is the meta.
Alright. So, just gonna build my Bob build.
Done with sticks and stones, but fancy schmancy focuses do pack an extra punch.
So,
What are those ingredients made?
taking too long to get out of base, John. You've got to be faster.
I don't have my thing set up. I didn't do that preset thing.
Still shouldn't take you that long. So, what you're going to want to do is obviously you're going to start here. Being an assassin, you're going to take the speed buff. As Baba Yaga, I'm just going to throw my 2 here and leave you. Now, in a perfect world, the Thor or the Sylvanas would be doing this, and it would be basically done by the time I got here.
I come assist.
Then we go to mid lane.
Oh, the game started? Sorry, I was at the gym. Don't worry, champ. I'm sure you helped.
This is a strong one.
Okay, Arachne's kind of fucking my steez. Okay, so first wave is done. Where are you going? Not over here where this Arachne is going to kill me.
Killing people is rad. Someone on the other
Okay.
team got owned.
So let's pretend for a second that bots didn't fuck me up on my lesson. After the first wave is done, you should just head over here to get
XP.
these. You've got to be getting this shit on fucking cooldown. As an assassin, there's not a lot you can be doing in mid lane. Come back and get the next wave with everyone. Really, all you've got to do is throw your 1 at the wave, and then you've pretty much done your duty. After that, if it's still up, you can go for your enemy
Start
smalls.
getting kills too, or
At this point, no, don't attack the tower. Don't attack the tower. You don't need to attack the tower. Don't attack the tower. These are still up. Grab them. If your enemies forget to do their smalls, take them. They're now yours. After that, the next wave is up. Throw your 1 at the wave, and then fucking dip.
that guy was a bum.
Yep. You're gonna ult in on the upwash. Hit him with your ult, probably.
Forget
Okay, good.
Master. I must go all out.
And you got out. Good. You saw that he was low, and you decided to go in. Now, make sure you're doing all your stuff on rotation. What's still up? These. What are you not doing? These. Look at your map, John. Where's your map?
I'm coming.
You need to have a lot of map awareness if you want to play assassins. Because you are fucking useless. You're not doing anything by standing in the mid lane.
Oh shit.
Where are you
Another
at? You're dead.
I accidentally double clicked my 1.
And I'm dead.
Damn,
Yeah.
this hot push is good.
He's not. He's a bot. He's a bot, John.
Oh.
Also, shout out to us having a fucking Sylvanas against a fucking Upwash. So, what should you be doing?
Going to protect the tower.
Who was just there and it, you know, actually we'll
Sylvanas
just
like
Sylvanas.
Boy right
Dead.
there.
Okay, fair enough.
He can frag anyone.
Okay, now I'm gonna go for the.
What's
for the
more
XP
important? What's more important, John?
XP camp.
No, John. John,
What,
what am I
Derek?
doing? This is the neutral camp. This is the most important buff. You need to be getting this on fucking cooldown. Pay attention to your timers. You can see on your map the timers for all the buffs. You need to be watching those timers so that way when the buffs come up, you can grab them.
That guy?
When you're going in, tell me who you're going in on.
I'll push.
Speaking of
Good.
sprees, we
Don't just go in. If you're not in comms, you can press the Alt key on your keyboard, which will free your mouse, and touch your map, which will give you a ping. If you're not in comms, you can use that to ping who you're going on. And then you can use VAA to say attack, which will basically solidify that your teammates know exactly who you're going on, and if they don't help you, or they just expect you to do it on your own, then that means that they're bad teammates and they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Okay.
So remember that. That's a good Smite skill to know. You can press Alt, which will free your mouse, allowing you to ping on the map.
I save my own curses for those that hurt me. Which way?
Don't worry, champ.
Easy.
I'm sure you helped.
You're gonna see that a lot in regular games too. Dumbasses are gonna overcommit
Think what I can
constantly, and when they do that, be ready to fucking punish them.
make.
Hell yeah.
I do that all the time. You've seen me do it. I'm a dumbass and I overcommit to literally everything. So if I do it, everyone does it. So make sure that you're paying attention for that, because that's the best time to get a kill. Now you've trapped me in here with an arachne.
I got you.
Still though,
Killed someone.
pay attention to where you're using that. Like I said, sometimes you can do more harm than good. I don't even think you hit the stun.
Forgive me, master. I must go all out.
Okay, so the classic
Rip.
case of overcommitting. We all do it, John. You don't need to feel bad, but recognize what went wrong there. You couldn't hit him with your ultimate, but you were so desperate to kill him that you dove anyway, even though you didn't reach him.
Yeah, I wanted it too hard.
That's gonna happen, and I'm not gonna fault you for it. I do it literally all the fucking time.
My magics can be done with sticks and stones.
All you have to do is sit in the base and think about what you've done.
Heck, an extra pump.
All right, I'll go back.
Well, you're done now. You're done. There's fun to be had.
Okay, hold on. I need to build.
Build faster. You need
Well,
to, you need to
looking
get
at my-
used to building fast.
Looking at what I have to build, I took a picture of everything. Hydra's lament.
Yeah, soon it will become second nature.
Well, yeah. Once I get it, like, once I did what I did with Heimdall, where I put it down on my thing, then yes.
You may not even need to do that, honestly. Okay, Arachne. This is an interesting combo. I've never seen this tech before. Like that Baba Yaga Thor combo. Low key, I think that Baba Yaga Thor are fucking monsters together. Where are you going?
XP.
Okay. After that, where are you going?
The red buff is up.
Mm-hmm. And don't be afraid to go and try and steal your opponent's buffs. If they're not doing their buffs, that's a free buff. You got the kill. You know who else is gonna get a kill?
You?
Either Sobek or Opwash.
Somewhere.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're alright. You got it. You got it. Run.
Because they're bots. If they weren't bots, I'd be dead. Guaranteed. Now, John, there's always a choice you have to make as an assassin. Technically, by going for the kill, you did your job. But by also going for the kill, you let your teammate die, meaning that it was a 1-for-1 trade, which isn't the worst, but you've got to ask yourself the question, is it better for me to get the kill or to prevent an enemy from getting the kill? Because if I'm on a killing spree, like I am, and they kill me, I'm gonna be worth way more gold than the 3 and 8 Arachne is. To you, the 3 and 8 Arachne isn't worth as much gold as I am to either the Alpwash or the Sobek.
Someone on the other team got owned.
So, that's something to pay attention to. That while technically you didn't make the wrong call, because I got out, it's very possible that I wasn't going to, and by landing on the Sobek and Alpwash, you could have saved my life, and maybe we could have turned it around on them. What are you doing, John? He's holding down the auto attack button.
It's a dog-eat-dog world out there. And
Now, you son of a bitch.
that's my boy right
Hey, nice,
there.
die Dominions.
Can frag anyone. Just like my hopes and dreams, they're all dead.
Oh shit, I should have aged this there.
Yeah. Be careful when attacking in Titan range, because Titan fucking bops.
It's a dog-eat-dog world out there.
And if you're not careful, the Titan will completely wreck your shit.
Happy about this.
Get out of the pen.
So, in short, thank you, John. In short, you have to be constantly paying attention to the map. Good assassins are differentiated by their map awareness and their ability to farm efficiently. If you're taking all the farm, that means the enemy carry is getting less farm. That is honestly more important than the farm itself. Denying your opponent farm can make the fucking difference. If you've got a 3-level lead on the fucking enemy assassin, then you can do whatever the fuck you want to them. You own them. And, of course, map awareness will help you notice what your teammates are doing, where they're going, what their plan is, and good communication can help secure more kills and snowball a lead. So, and this is some good general advice too, but it really does make a larger difference when you're playing like tanks and assassins, which funny enough play similarly. But it's real stuff you have to really watch. As an assassin, there's no point to just hang out in the mid lane. There is no reason for you to just stand there pressing WASD in the mid lane walking in circles. There's literally no reason to do it. If there's farm to have, then go get it. If there's not farm to have, still don't hang out in the mid lane, because that means that if you just stand in mid lane and use Thor ult, literally everyone's gonna say, oh fuck, that Thor is ulting, and they're gonna scatter like fucking cattle afraid of a fucking something. Like, they're just gonna fucking dip, and they're all gonna be able to use their beads on reaction. That's not what you want. You want to catch them by surprise. Your ult goes incredibly far, so don't be afraid to use it from across the fucking map, because then it's gonna be much harder for them to notice you if they're not paying attention. Now, there's a setting I'd like to bring your attention to. So under the settings, I think it's under, is it under user interface? No, it might be under controls. It's under controls. It's called restricted camera pitch. Austin keeps this on for some fucking reason, but it's better to keep it off, because what this allows you to do is, if you're not retarded or playing on a controller, it's really easy to manage. You can look up into the sky, which means you can see Thor ulting you from across the map. If you don't have this on, I think you're an idiot. So, it's my recommendation to you, John, that you leave it off and you play with it off forever. because
Okay.
it again, it doesn't seem like a lot now, but being able to preemptively beads Thor literally will save your life, because if you beads after he's already ulted you, you're most likely already dead. So, something to keep in mind. And this works with all gods with ultimates that take them up into the air. You can still see them up there if you have restricted camera pitch off. And that will help you to make better decisions because you can see where they're going. So, keep that in mind. It's my recommendation that you keep that off. Now, we're going to do a 1v1. Again. Now, I thought long and hard about who to 1v1 you with for real. And my conclusion was I'm going to 1v1 you with Apollo. Not only is this a mirror to when we were playing Heimdall, where I played Serket, and I made the claim that I think assassins and hunters are like the great equalizers of Smite, because they both do things differently but the same, and they both require skill to play. I think that Apollo specifically can either dominate this matchup or fucking lose it every time, depending on player skill. Apollo has great abilities for dealing with Thor, including his Mesmerize, which takes you out of your 3 and gives physical protections. Of course, the long range thing is always a factor. And my ultimate, which can completely take me across the map, nullifying your ultimate if I use it. So, if you want to win this matchup, John, you've got to be paying attention to my cooldowns, you've got to be out farming me, and you've got to be able to pay attention to what I'm trying to do against you. Because I have an initial advantage against you just because I can hit you for 300 damage every 2 seconds before you can hit me with anything. Because of my ranged auto attacks.
Standing by.
Yeah,
So-
or Apollo has that little harp thingy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his dash also gives him movement speed. So, you can easily win this matchup against me. It's not impossible. But, you're gonna have to use everything I've taught you. The biggest piece of advice I can give you is I fucked up and picked Arena.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
That's not what I want. Fuck! Well, the biggest piece of advice I can give you is don't be a bitch. And I'm going to give you that advice until you stop being a bitch.
I'm just a pussy, I'm sorry.
Well, John, if you want to be good at this game, you're going to have to stop doing that. Alright. Now we begin.
The real one.
Yep.
Apollo!
Yeah. I'm not playing a particularly fancy skin just because I don't want you to get distracted by effects.
I'm playing my Righteous Hammer skin.
Yeah, it's recolor.
Me.
Also, I'd like to point something out to you. You don't have to go 1-2-3. In fact, it'd probably be better for you to go 1-1-3. Because if you're... And this is mostly for this scenario. The 1-1-3 will help you clear the minion wave, which is something you're probably going to want. Hopefully you didn't already level your abilities.
I already leveled my abilities, but it's okay.
Damn. We'll remember that for the future. If you think your team doesn't have good clear, going 1-1-3 isn't a bad option. If you're gonna be super aggressive, then go 1-2-3 because the stun can help you confirm a kill. I'm a little sad you didn't try and invade me.
No. I'm gonna play this like I play a real game.
I would have invaded you in a real game. Remember what I said about not being a bitch, John?
God damn.
Yep. Like I said, I've already got an advantage against you, so if you want to win this, it's not going to be by what you're doing. You're not going to beat me by just laning. What am I doing, John?
You're farming, but
Yep, I'm going to take your shit. What did you do wrong?
I just want to.
I came after you when you were.
I had a lead against you. I'm a whole level ahead of you, and you had less than half hit points. If you wanted to try and steal them, you should have stood like right at the edge, threw your hammer, and then if you stole them, hell yeah. If you didn't, just fucking walk away. There's nothing to be ashamed about just walking away. I had to back anyway, so I do lose the ultimate, but so did you. Why did I do that?
Why?
Yeah, do you know why?
Because I would have probably got your ass by diving like that.
Well, you might have. It was very possible that you could have killed me there. But if I was just worried about that, I could have just beated it. I did that because I had to back anyway, and that means I have my beads up for your next attempt. Meaning that next time you try and do that, I'll have beads up and I might be able to turn it against you. I'm not attacking the tower after I've killed you. I'm just going to push away from the tower. I'm going to go farm. There's no reason for me to attack the tower. There's farm to be had.
Forgive me, Master. I must go all out.
Yep, it's not easy. Hunters have an unfair advantage in 1v1s for that particular reason.
That'll up this performance.
But again, I wouldn't do this to you if I wouldn't have been confident on the other end. The problem is, once again, I'm ahead of you, but you still decided to go and try and challenge me for that. Again, you should have stood on the edge, hit your one. If you stole it, awesome. If you didn't, leave. Go farm somewhere else. Wrong. Well, actually, I wouldn't have teleported that way, but yes, there was no reason for you to fight that. I'm ahead of you already, and by fighting me there, you most likely would have lost. I like the wall.
Ah, shit. I hate fucking Aegis, dude. I hate that it has like a 2-second cooldown before I can use it.
Yeah, but you know what happened there?
You're ahead of me, and
No, you missed the ult.
I thought I hit you.
Nope, you missed it. I didn't have the beads. You can't miss that ult and think you can still go in, because after that, I knew you were coming for me, because who else would you be coming for? It's a 1v1. But assuming I didn't know you were coming, the second I can hear the sound coming towards me, and I see the target on the ground, but I see it's nowhere near me. If I wasn't ahead of you, I would have just dashed away and just maybe even ulted if I was really worried about you killing. Oh my god, there's a giant fucking moth in my room. God fucking damn it, these moths. I don't know why or how they keep fucking getting in here. I appreciate you not killing me even though I was dealing with bugs, but I totally would have killed you.
I know you would have, you asshole.
Appreciate the respect.
Bitch! I hate you!
I threw one auto attack. If I stole it, great. If I didn't, I wasn't sticking around. That's what you should be doing. Nope.
Wow, Aegis is so great. Fucking love it.
Yeah. But if you had blink, though, you could have blinked on me, 2'd me, 1'd me, 3'd me. Sometimes there is a benefit to not being a
I don't have
bitch.
Aegis, I have Blink.
Oh, you kept saying Aegis. I didn't even bother checking, but you kept saying Aegis.
Yeah, I thought I bought Aegis.
Doop. This skin's honestly pretty cool. Like, a lot of the SWC skins are really nice. They have nice colors and effects. Oh, you're approaching me? I can still see you up there, because I have unrestricted camera, bitch off.
That was easy.
Goddamn.
Beads.
Yeah, I know.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Again, this is going to be hard. If you want any chance at winning, this is the reason why this isn't another one of those 3 kills or towers. Because you will probably notice later game, you're going to have a way easier time killing me. But again, you've got to stop ulting in front of me, and you've got to stop approaching me. As an assassin, you don't want me to know you're coming. So you should ult me from way farther away. Like, there was no reason to even ult there, unless you were ulting to escape, which honestly would have been more respectable. Where are you at? Why are you back? Why are you backpedaling? Leave. You're losing.
Fuck! I hate this fucking Blink rune, dude.
Yep. If you get hit, it takes 2 seconds before you can use it again.
What was I gonna buy?
How often have you been doing that speed buff?
Not at all.
Problem. You're already losing the farm and you're missing an entire camp. Don't you think that would help? Where am I at? I guess now you know. You messed up the one. You want to teleport after it double taps me. You teleported right before it double tapped me. Be careful about that. I hope this isn't upsetting you.
No, it's just.
Because if this was Austin would be like, You
I
know.
hate the fucking blink ruin, but other than that,
Yeah, your farm is your farm is so whack. Your transcendence should have been done a long time ago.
Bad luck this performance.
Is your ultimate up?
yeah,
Okay. What should you be doing?
I'm gonna go look for things to farm.
Okay. Where are you gonna go? Back on me and die? Good. There's no shame in leaving. If it means you'll live, just leave.
Yeah, you're a level 15. I'm a level.
Voices are telling me to keep going.
What did I say about leaving? You came back. You were at low health.
I was gonna try to clear the wave, but I didn't.
Nope. Just give it up. If you're already losing, then you can't afford to come at me, like, at all. You just have to let it be pushed into your Phoenix and try and clear it and get gold XP from it. At this point, you gotta do what we call in the 1v1 community camping, where you just hide out your Phoenix and hope to get some farm to catch up. Missed a double tap. Now, I'm not doing it, but can you tell me what I should be doing?
Get the red buff.
No, the red buff's down. The bull demon.
Oh, the. Okay.
Pay attention to that too. Since you're fighting a hunter, know that I can solo this very easily. If you can spend 50 gold on wards, it's not a bad idea to ward it. Where am I now?
Where are you now? I'm not too sure.
Give me a hint. You don't see me.
Are you over at the one of your buffs? Oh,
Took too long to figure it out.
I thought you said you weren't gonna do it.
Well, I said that, and then I asked you, what am I doing?
Oh,
And-
well, I figured when you said you wouldn't
If I
do
kept
it,
asking you that, then clearly the answer was something you weren't getting. Actually, that's not a terrible idea on this guy.
Yeah, I like that.
Map awareness. Buy wards. Oh my god, it's a big minion wave.
Tower is under attack.
Bad luck this
Alright.
performance.
Now, you're losing pretty bad. At this point, if I wanted to, I would end the fucking game. But, for the purposes of this exercise, I'm gonna go and get my drink, because I've finished. And during that time, I'll let you farm to your heart's content. Don't feel bad, John. This is teaching. Make sure you're farming.
yeah.
I'm not giving you infinite time.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Let's see, what do I want to drink? Diet Coke or Diet Coke? I think I'll have a Diet Coke. Actually, you know what? While I'm at it, I think I might change my shirt. Let me just move a little bit so that way I don't disconnect. Where are you at, John? Don't see you on the map. I hope you're farming.
I am.
You're farming over there, John. Oh man, this shelf is dusty. I should give that a good dusting real quick. Then like a Diet Coke to freshen your taste buds. I'd say hydrate, but that's not what it's doing. Oh hey, I just remembered I'm playing a game of Smite.
Yeah, I like that.
Hope you got as much farm as you wanted.
I got a pretty decent amount.
God damn, there's a lot of archers here.
That love this performance.
Fuck, now I wish I kind of didn't buy that. Whatever. I was gonna be overcapped regardless. Oh, you took my speed buff. You were farming. If you remember to do my speed buff, then you must have been farming.
Yeah. I got your blue buff too, but it
No, you
might be
didn't.
back up by now.
Oh, well, yeah, it's up. I was like, I just did my blue buff.
Oh. No! Fuck, I was clicking 5 instead of 4.
Now, that's what you should be doing. What did I do? I ulted behind my blue buff. I found where you were, I landed on you, and I fucked you. Why can't you do that? Trick question, you can. Start doing it.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, you're level 20, I'm level 16, goddamn it.
What a refreshing Diet Coke. It's really nice to just sit back and relax with this Diet Coke now that I've reached level 20 and finished my build.
Oh my god, you're not a sponsor. Or they're not a sponsor.
You know, I think that I don't even need to farm anymore. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm done, right? I don't need to farm anymore because I'm level 20 and my build is done. That's wrong, by the way. You're never done farming. Never stop farming. Literally never stop farming.
Yeah, it stops the other team from farming.
Well, that, and because I haven't sold my boots yet, I haven't upgraded either of my relics, and I don't have any potions. I don't have 3k pot, I don't have 500 gold pot, I don't have anything. So, of course, there's still reason for me to farm. Literally, you're never done farming. If you're done farming, then the game has been an hour long, and you should just F6 because you have better things to do with your life. I'm just gonna pick you up. Where am I on the map, John?
Probably Fire Giant again.
Trick question, you don't know. Why don't you know? Because you don't have wards. Small map, John, I can only be so many places. Better. You still fucked it up, though. I didn't know you were ulting me until I was already hit by it. Now, granted, I still could have beads there. I didn't bead yet, but I didn't out of courtesy to see if you could kill me.
Well, that answered your question.
Yep, you did miss like half your shit, though. So don't feel too discouraged. You can still do better.
See, this is one thing I don't understand. You and Austin say you can see on your map when something's down. But for me, it shows up all the way up until I walk up to it, and I see physically that it's gone.
Okay, yeah, that's because you don't have the timer. But when you walk up and see that it's down, the timer is revealed to you. So if you want to look at my stream real quick, you can see that I can. Yeah, well, yeah, you haven't gone up and looked at it yet.
Yes, I have. The red buff, it doesn't show anything. Like it's completely blank on my screen.
I'm pretty sure that if you go over to the red buff and like actually stand in it, it will reveal the timer to you.
No, like I'm telling you, like I just walked up to it, and it's not. Hold on, don't kill me or anything.
All right.
I'll send you a picture on Discord.
Well, don't send me a picture. Just walk up to the red buff and see if it reveals itself. Like, get over here.
Well, I sent you a picture through Discord, so you can look at that later.
Yeah. You come over here to the red buff. It should reveal itself. All right, it's down.
No.
Walk away.
No timer, no nothing.
You know, I was pretty sure that that was a thing. I guess I might be mistaken. Either way, you should be able to keep track of the buff just through math. It does spawn every like 2 minutes.
Okay.
So if you can kind of guess when it was probably taken last, you should have a good idea of when it's going to spawn next.
Well, you could probably just keep track on top of the timer on top of your screen.
Yeah. That's what I meant by timer.
Oh shit. Ah shit. Back too early.
Yeah, you should have teleported to me.
Or I mean late, not early. What the fuck?
Is your ult up? Oh, but that's up. Hey! He did it!
Stop. Oh my god.
But was your ult up?
It was, but I thought
Okay.
Blink would be a little more tickling your fancy.
Fair enough. And that means it's going to be up next time. So I am going to upgrade my relics. And buy move pot. You better be farming. If I don't see you on the minimap, you better be farming.
Shit.
Where you going, huh? I thought you wanted to kill me. Huh?
Fucked up.
Hey, come on there, Thor boy. Hey. That's exactly what I wanted. That is exactly what I wanted you to do. Holy shit, you fucking turned around and you killed me. Thank you.
Oh my god.
It was scary, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you still did it. And sometimes you're still gonna lose that engage. That's fine. Just remember that, you know, don't be a bitch. Ugh.
Oh shit. Oh fuck! I pressed my 3 instead of my 2.
Damn. I can do that too, John. Just keep that in mind. Everything you can do, I can do better. And I can do everything better than you.
Oh my god. Fuck you.
Sorry, I had to go back to the base, but I didn't know how else to do it.
B?
Oh, right, I can do that. My bad. I seem to have forgotten. See, even you can teach me things. Sorry, that was a dick move. Sometimes I just can't help myself. Is your Phoenix dead? It might be dead.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's looking like it. No, one auto attack. Yeah, so unfortunately, you don't have enough farm yet to have sold your boots, but, you know, it's still pretty good. I'm surprised you built the brawlers, considering I do have lifesteal, but it's not like, I guess Aussie is pretty good lifesteal. Oh, hey. Fair enough. Why do you have so many minions? What the fuck is this?
Ah, shit.
That was a big crit right there. What? How the fuck did you have 1,000,000 minions?
Because when I'm in between farming, I'll hit my 3 and clear a wave. So like when I'm running to one XP camp to the next, like I'll just hit my 3 real quick and, you know, clear out some minions.
Jeez. You're trying to fucking play an RTS, dude. You're building an army.
No, my middle phoenix.
You're only Phoenix. Damn, your speed buff's down. Oh! That was a combination of Aussie and crit.
Fucking hell, dude. I was so close.
Yep, literally had 60 hit points, and now I'm back to half health. Thanks, Aussie.
God damn it.
Boop, 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 boop. Gonna heal back up.
Birthday girl Apollo.
Hell yeah, dude. Every day is my motherfucking birthday.
Little enemy Phoenix.
That motherfucking speed buff? I think that's a motherfucking speed buff. That motherfucking blue buff? I think that's a motherfucking blue buff right here. Hit that bitch 4 times in a row. That's not a motherfucking blue buff. Oh shit, it must be my fucking birthday. And I'm gonna bag about 3K pot. Just kidding, you're here.
No! God damn you!
Later, bitch. I'll go buy me a 3K pot. Oh, what the fuck? Dude, he's crazy. He's fucking crazy. Still going back to base though.
Oh, you bitch! I hate you.
Can't stop that. Gee, I'm gonna buy 3K pot and power pot. Let's see how much I can crit for. Where are you at, huh? I can tell you where I'm at. I'm at your fucking Titan.
We're behind you, bitch. Well.
And that's GG. 30-minute game.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why I decided to end it. So, you did manage to impress me a few times. However, you did fuck up the combo several times. Now, you'll get better at that just through time and practice. Thor is a simple god at base, but he can get pretty complicated if you want to play him optimally.
Right.
So, I think that you've gotten a lot better since the first one of these. Just in general, I was very impressed when you turned around and killed me. And I didn't even give that one to you because my beats and ages were down. So yeah, just really, really good stuff. So, I think we'll play some if you're still down, we can play some actual games. And you can try and put into practice what you learned against real people. If you're still good.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get off here. I am so tired.
That's fine. You know, we streamed for an hour and a half, and I think that's good enough.
Yeah.
But my only question before you go is, who's next?
Who's next? Let me look at this. Ooh.
Yeah, we've done a hunter and an assassin so far. Anyone in the mage category pique your interest? I know you're a fan of Nox.
Oh yeah, but I don't really struggle with Nox.
Fair enough.
Vulcan.
Vulcan. You want to learn Vulcan next, huh?
Yeah, I never played Vulcan, so
I think we can work with that. Alright, next on the list is Vulcan. And I think after that we're going to do a Heimdall a Heimdall refresher.
Heimdall refresher? That sounds good.
We're gonna do Vulcan next, and after that we're gonna go back to Heimdall because Heimdall is one of the more complicated characters in this game, and we're gonna make sure and we're gonna double check you. I'm literally gonna give you a fucking test and grade you accordingly, and we're gonna see what you fucked up on and what you did right in comparison to where you were when we started.
Okay.
All right, so. Everyone stay tuned for next Friday when we'll go over Vulcan, the master of meatballs and the bringer of pain. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, John, and I hope you learned something, and I hope that you're not mad at me for literally trolling on you.
No, I'm not. It's good to learn through pain.
Yeah, and you know, I will say this. I've played with a lot of people who have tried to get into Smite, and you're probably one of the better ones who I've played with who's like, you know, like you actually want to play the game and you actually care about learning it. Like, I can say that for very few people I've played with. Like, some of them will get on, try Smite, and then never get on again.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So keep it up. Keep up the good work.
Yeah. I like beasting on people that are in my rank.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it really does show, because you know shit that people at your level don't fucking know. Like, they're like auto attack cancel what?
Dude, like, when I get into games with my rank, it is hilarious. I'll go like 25-0.
Yeah, and that's because people just aren't. There's two reasons for that. One, people aren't willing to teach the younger generation, as it were, and two, people aren't willing to learn how to play the game.
Right.
And Smite encourages people to play arena and just press buttons. They don't actually encourage people to learn the game and the techniques that actually help you win. So that's why I'm so glad we're doing this series, and hopefully soon we'll have that thumbnail I commissioned, because I would love to have a custom thumbnail for these. Anyway, good night, John, and good night, people of the internet. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. See you later.